Mail-order bride arrived in rags on Christmas Eve. The single father saw her worth and chose her. Snow fell like whispered prayers on Christmas Eve, soft and steady, covering the small Wyoming town in white silence. Daniel Harper stood on the wooden porch of his weather-beaten farmhouse, one hand gripping the railing, the other holding a worn wool coat that once belonged to his late wife. His breath fogged the air as he glanced down the empty road again. He wasn't sure why he was nervous. Maybe because hope was a dangerous thing, especially after loss. Daniel was a single father of a 9-year-old boy, Caleb, and grief had been his closest companion for 3 years. The ranch barely survived, the house felt hollow, and loneliness clung to the walls like cold. It was Caleb who had insisted. "Dad," the boy had said one night, voice small but certain, "we need someone to laugh with us again." So Daniel had answered an ad. Not out of desperation for love, but for partnership, for stability, for someone willing to build a life in the quiet spaces. Letters followed. Thoughtful ones. Gentle ones. From a woman named Anna. And now, on Christmas Eve, she was supposed to arrive. The bus finally appeared through the falling snow, its brakes hissing as it stopped at the old station down the road. Daniel pulled on his coat and walked quickly, heart pounding. The bus doors opened. A few passengers stepped off, well-dressed, laughing, carrying gifts. Then, last, a woman hesitated at the top step. Anna. She wore thin, worn clothes not meant for winter. Her shoes were cracked, her coat patched, her scarf frayed. She clutched a small bag to her chest like it held her entire life. When she stepped onto the snow, she nearly slipped. Daniel's heart sank, not in disappointment, but in shock. He saw the looks before he reached her. Curious. Judgmental. Someone whispered, "That's her." Anna lifted her eyes and met Daniel's gaze. They were calm, but guarded. Prepared. "I'm Anna," she said softly. "If you've changed your mind, I understand." Daniel opened his mouth, but no words came. For a moment, he saw everything others might see: poverty, struggle, inconvenience. But then something else broke through: dignity. Strength. Courage. "You must be freezing," he finally said, taking off his coat and wrapping it around her shoulders. "Welcome home." At the farmhouse, Caleb waited by the window, face pressed to the glass. When he saw them, he ran to the door. "She's here," he shouted, then froze when he noticed her clothes. Anna knelt despite the cold. "You must be Caleb," she said with a smile that reached her eyes. "Your father writes about you like you're the brightest star in the sky." Caleb blushed. Then, without hesitation, he took her hand and pulled her inside. That night, Anna helped cook dinner with what little they had. She laughed at Caleb's jokes, listened more than she spoke, and hummed a soft carol while washing dishes. Daniel watched quietly, something unfamiliar stirring in his chest. After Caleb fell asleep, Anna sat by the fire, hands wrapped around a mug of tea. "I should tell you the truth," she said. "I left everything behind. I was promised work, security, but I arrived with almost nothing." Daniel nodded. "We don't have much either." She met his eyes. "I don't need much. Just a chance." Over the following days, Anna proved her worth in ways money never could. She mended clothes, learned the rhythms of the ranch, and read stories to Caleb every night. She never complained. Never asked for more. But whispers in town grew louder. She married for survival. She's not good enough. On Christmas morning, Daniel overheard 2 men at the feed store mocking him. Something inside him snapped, not in anger, but clarity. That night, as snow fell again, Daniel stood before Anna with a small wooden box. Inside was a simple ring, his wife's ring, restored and polished. "I didn't choose you because I needed help," he said, voice thick. I chose you because I saw your heart. And because my son already did. Tears filled Anna's eyes. I never expected love, she whispered. Only kindness. Daniel took her hands. Sometimes kindness is love. On Christmas Eve, 1 year later, the farmhouse glowed with warmth and laughter. The ranch was thriving. Caleb slept peacefully upstairs. Anna stood beside Daniel, no longer in rags, but wrapped in something far richer, belonging. And in the quiet miracle of that night, they understood, the greatest gifts don't arrive wrapped in gold, but in courage, compassion, and the willingness to truly see another human being.